entanglement.
He said, oh, I'm definitely going back. He got a new strip, and he said, oh, I'm pleased with that and stuff. And he's like, yeah, if you enjoy it, yeah.
Let's build this one. Find a little bump, find a bump and a rip, bump and a rip. Bump and a squeeze, you choose. That's it, just get a body in front. Tip and a squeeze, twist and a turn. That's the last notice we get here. Respect the ball. Respect the ball. Come up and play the ball. Look how fucking slow. Respect the ball.
It's just on your play, yeah? That's all it is. On your pads. We've done it plenty of times, bro. Let's do it, eh? Corey, good idea, Dad.
Cheers, bro.
Let's enjoy it. 9 speed when you get on, yeah?
Easy.
The color is low.
That's not the actual reality of sport. Scoreboard matters at the end. Through the game, it's not always an accurate assessment of the flow of the game. Playing well. Play one penalties, make them up a little bit, yeah? It happens, move on, keep playing. Let's not chase it. We're playing enough footy as it is right now. Let's just go out and put intent to play and see what happens.
I'm all over it, Cam. It's been a bright day. Thank you very much. It's been a bright day. Is it
That's how to play. Don't worry about the scoreboard, take care of itself. Well done. That's a really good day. I don't know, I was just about to say, I don't know if anyone's done any fasting that's hard when you first get started, but particularly try and compete. And obviously Nene and Caesar are doing some of that to be the people that they are. And you've got to do what's right, follow your faith, whatever that looks like. So lots of respect for you guys for doing it full-time, part-time, or anywhere in between. Taking care of your own faith and your beliefs is important. Let's enjoy this afternoon as well. Hang out, families, all that type of stuff. We don't get much opportunity. But then the next challenge then is obviously getting ready to go again on Friday night. LKR. Right, yeah, we'll play. I enjoyed that.
Good afternoon, or good morning, shall I say. It's just jumped into the afternoon. Everybody, and welcome to Headingley Stadium for this afternoon's feature clash. It's the under-16s of Leeds Rhinos against London Broncos. Kickoff just incoming. The Broncos have just come out. My name's Dan Hawkhead. Pleasure to have you as company for this afternoon's game as the Rhinos come out onto the field too. It's the first home game that these under-16s have had this year, and it's a young under-16s team at that. Number of players making their first appearances for Mark Buttrell's side as the club continues to push its players through the development pathway. Great to see so many involved. And over the next 80 minutes, you can watch all the action, whether you're from Leeds or whether you're watching even from London. Great to have you on board for the next 80 minutes or so. And it's going to be the Rhinos that will kick us off Kai Irvin taking his place in the middle of the field. Off the back of a big win last time out, these young Rhinos looking to have another eventful afternoon here at Headingley. And it is Irvin, kicks us off and gets us underway as Joshua Smith brings it back early for the Broncos. The Broncos themselves coming off a heavy defeat to Huddersfield last time out on the road. They're back in Yorkshire this week, hoping to put a few wrongs right against a Rhino side that, as Mark Buttrell put it, ran red hot in that 6-8-0 win over Hull KR. Callum Webster scoring 4 tries. You saw the highlights. If you missed them, catch up after this game. Worth a watch. As the Broncos coming forward again to William Peasy. Taking the ball towards the 40. Steady opening set from London so far. It's Emmanuel Sorrow. Taken down well by Cassell and Irvin as well. Irvin going to put a bit of pressure on the kicker, which is Preston Ward. Drops back to Dylan Hutchinson. Hands it off to Luca Teal, making his first appearance, the man from Loch Lane. Had a handful of games last year, Luca, coming off the wing. Hutchinson going out of dummy half. A fullback who had a little bit the centres and was a try scorer last time out. Great break though on here. It's Tom Richardson. His first Rhinos appearance. That's not a bad way to open your account from the King Cross player. Out dummy half goes Cowley. On to Cassell. Leeds marching themselves forward after only minutes played. Cowley out dummy half to Irvin. They're moving the ball nicely. Hunter drops it inside. There's Wilkinson. Running from the Leeds number 10. Cowley looks left, decides to go right. On for Irvin, a little chip into the backfield, hoping there'll be some chasers. Jones Buchanan, Dax Jones Buchanan, Luke Fagan are there. Catch the London man who is Liam Ferrier. Down, that's big contact though. Leeds trying to assert the dominance nice and early. That's Huey Tinkler with a nice opening shot. Good way to start this game. Let us know where you're watching from as well today. If anyone is watching, any parents watching from London, we're very pleased to have you with us. As Cotter works it out wide. As George throws one back inside. Just trying to work the way they can. It's Albert Newbury-Kemp there in the bright pink scrum hat. We're not going to miss him today. Play from dummy half. Poor for Ward, who does quite well to take it back into the line himself. Manages to get as much as he can, but London again pinned back inside their own half on the last. Comes back for Cotter. Kicks over towards Fagan. That's an easy take from the Leeds number 5. Caught in possession by Harry Woodard. Dax Jones Buchanan. A familiar surname to you Rhinos fans. His brother Law also involved. One of the Jeremy Jones Buchanan clan. As Cowley goes a little dart out dummy half, and it's a poor play of the ball. London take full advantage. Well played there from Toby Davis. They pounce on that loose ball. Cowley just a little bit excited to come play the ball, but Leeds make up for the error. It's a knock on by Toby Davis. Electrifying start this opening 5 minutes. Leeds having the most field position out of the two teams. London not really been able to get out their own half, but they've still looked lively. Hope to get some points on the board this week. So after that scoreless defeat to the Giants. Short side play for Irvin onto Hutchinson, trying to open up the space. It comes out nicely for Fagan. He's got daylight in front of him, Luke Fagan. Is this the opening try? Yes, it is. From the local side at Stanley. Made the short trip up to Headingley. He opens the scoring. Luke Fagan, well set up. One nice scrum play. Irvin and Hutchinson on the same wavelength. Opens up the space, and Fagan puts the hammer down to score in the corner. Opening score, Leeds Rhinos under 16s 4, Broncos 0, kick to come. So it's Zach Lloyd, who's taking the kicking duties today. Just lines this one nicely, shoots with the right, gets caught in the wind, drifts to the right of the posts, flag stay down, score remains. Leeds Rhinos under 16s 4, Broncos under 16s 0. But Leeds rewarded for their lively start with an opening try. Luke Fagan, if you've just joined us, very pleased to have your company this afternoon. He scored 2 tries last week, Zach Lloyd, so he got his scoring record off to a good start in blue and amber. It's joining from Siddle. But it'll be London through Cotter. Boots it down. It looked a little bit dangerous, like it might bounce out, but in the end it's out on the full. Leeds read it well. Good communication to make sure that they let that one go over the sideline from the wing centre partnership on this south stand side. And so instead, Leeds go for the tap. Thought they might go for the sideline kick, get themselves some more position, but they're happy rolling as they are with that run from Cowley. Now it's Will Wilkinson gets the offload away, and Cowley streaks into the backfield on for the halfback, Will Hunter. Makes a few more metres. Leeds turning up the heat on this Broncos side. Lloyd steps off the left. Back into the tackle of 3. Marshalling the troops in behind is Irving and Hunter. As Irving received. Can't get the big quick pass away. It's well read by his opposite number, Preston Ward. He's rushed off the line to wrap up the halfback. But nevertheless, here comes Leeds with Hutchinson. Too much space for the fullback. Jacob Hardy timed his pass to perfection. Hutchinson looked outside, looked like there might be a pass on for maybe Jones Buchanan or Fagan. The gap opened up for the fullback, and over he goes. Leeds double their lead. 8-0, kick to cup. So Leeds again using the width to their advantage. They caught the Broncos short on that scrum play before. This time switching it from right to left. It's a really good pass from Hunter. Hardy timing his pass to perfection. On his first outing in Rhinos colours as Lloyd from roughly the same position, a bit further in, absolutely hits the nail on the head. Gives Leeds another 2 points. It's Leeds Rhinos 10, London Broncos 0 after 10 minutes. To say they started so lively. This London side just been caught twice by the home side here at Headingley. Great to be back. Great to be streaming on whatever device, whatever channel you're watching. I know we're live on the Rhinos YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. Great to have you with us. As Wilkinson runs over Davis on the first play, but loses the ball. Well taken by Newbury Kemp. And now it's London's chance to try and get back, but the referee halts in play. Looks like the London man left down there. Wilkinson just came charging in. off the kickoff and ran right over the top of Davies. I believe that might be who's left on the ground. Hopefully he's okay. We'll just take a brief pause in commentary just while he receives treatment on the field. So great to see the young man get to his feet. Applauded off by spectators that have turned out in this south stand. It's nice and full to my right hand side, but great to see be able to get up of his own accord and make his way off the field. Broncos forced into the early change. It's Jasper McLaughlin wearing number 18. He's come onto the field. It's London with ball in hand. It's Dylan Burdorf with the first carry. This is the first real attacking opportunity for the Broncos. Let's see what they can do with it. As Smith straight into the tackle of 3 Leeds defenders and manages to keep his feet too. He hope for a quick play of the ball if he can. As Coward. And for Ward back inside. Big tackle. Mine looked slightly like he was tipped. The referee pauses the clock again. I think this man just raises his hand. I think it's Hardy. It's Cassell, sorry. There's another London player who receives some treatment. Looked a nasty one as well. Again, we hope he's okay. Well, if you have just joined us, as you can see, the score 10-0 in favour of the Rhinos. Luke Fagan opening the scoring off a great scrum play, well designed. As the winger was set loose down the sideline to score in the corner. And then Leeds doubled the lead. This time, Dylan Hutchinson, who has played a part in Fagan's try, got one of his own. Leeds moving the ball out to the left, swinging it back across Jacob Hardy, setting up the fullback to split the 2 defenders and get himself over the try line. It's been a good start from this young Leeds side. I know I keep saying it, but there's quite a few players in this side making their first appearances in the blue and amber. Again, we've just got a halt in play because of an injury to a London player. So again, we'll take a quick break. So again, great to see the Broncos player make his way onto his own feet and be taken off by the medical team. I'm glad it's nothing super serious. The man is William Peasy, number 8, who makes his way over to the benches and to be further assessed by the medical teams. So, back underway we go, and it doesn't take a lot for the young Rhinos to spark into action. Burdoff, as it pounced upon by the Rhinos defensive line. They know they've got to read it well here. This ball shifted wide. Ferrier cuts back, but well read by Teal and Richardson over on the edge. The Broncos keep it on coming. It's Smith putting his back, fighting for the quick play of the ball. There's now Charles Randall. Comes up just shy of the line. They're looking to fight back here. The Broncos moving it wide. And to Riley George. Want to cut back, but followed well by the Leeds defence. It's muscled up really well. It's defending their try line like it matters. On the last, don't they've heard the call here, London. It comes into the arms of Burdoff, who takes it in. And it will be a turnover to Leeds, but maybe should have looked for a kick at the end of the set. Forced a repeat if possible. Still not a bad place to bring the ball out from. As Jones Buchanan Fends away for the challenge of 1. Makes it an extra few meters too. Now Cowley looks energetic in his first start since the win over Castleford at the back end of last year. So it was June, July time. It's a very short season, the under-16s, but great to see them coming through. So that's Huey Tinkler. Hits the front. Cowley up dummy half again. On for Cassell. There's too much space for the second rower. Fires it for Irving. Can he get his motor going quick enough? Yes, he can. Over he goes. For a moment, it looked like he might be caught there, the halfback. Will Randall tried his best, but Kai Irving gets the Rhinos his third try of the game. 14 points to 0. And a pretty good start from our young Rhinos. He's just giving Cassell too much room. So run onto a ball like that. He spotted the gap that he wanted to go through and he made it himself. All came off the back of that break by Cowley and Jones Buchanan too, setting the foundations for Leeds to really get into attack mode. And Irving with the try as Lloyd goes for his second conversion of the day and gets it. 2 from 3. And Leeds are up 16-0. After roughly 15 minutes, so no official clock. With those stoppages, obviously it won't be the 20 minutes that have gone since kickoff. So the Broncos again. Restarting in a familiar position. Can they halt this powerful Leeds attack? Obviously it's got youth on its side, but the energy that these Rhinos are coming forward with, it must be really impressing head coach Mark Butcher. You can catch his thoughts on our YouTube channel afterwards as this is our break from Hardy again. Looks inside, looks outside, looks inside again. On for Will Hunter. And Leeds go back to back. As quick as a flash, Will Hunter. Set up by the break by Hardy. Tried to look for the support on both sides. And another halfback scores. The short cross man, Will Hunter. Takes Leeds to 20 points. Kick to come. So the young Rhinos trying to hit somewhere near top gear. It's been a pretty impressive start. So there's 10 first-year guys in this team as that kick goes through again from Lloyd. It's a score 22 points to 0 now. We had some entertaining games last year in the under-16s. Big win against Bradford here at Headingley was definitely a highlight. And even Even the close defeat to Warrington was a great game, as that kickoff's just allowed to bounce initially. Irving wasn't quite sure whether it was going to be himself or Luke Fagan going to take the ball. Instead, the winger does well to pouch it and bring it away. Now it's Wilkinson. Tries to get the offload and does. Hutchinson was on his shoulder, but the scramble defence from London does well to cover. But Leeds finding gaps where they can, and Alex Cowley's trying to expose them now. There's a few extra metres too. Good tackle from McLaughlin on the last. There's Hunter for Lloyd on the edge. Leeds punishing that short side play again as Richardson. We saw him make a great break earlier on to open the game and just can't break this time. He's got Ferry around his ankles. As Hunter, kick comes off London. It's an offside position where Cotter picked up that ball, so it'll be a penalty to Leeds. It's totally accidental. It's a cruel one to concede. So there was no intention for him to pick up that ball off the back of the ricochet, but just didn't let it fall back into Rhinos' hands as Cassell powers his way to the line. Too big, too strong. Showed nice footwork as well. Another goes to back rower. He scored 2 last week. He's got his 3rd of the season. And the Rhinos really rolling now. 26 points to 0. Kick to come. So Lloyd again. Pretty much slap bang in front of the same position. He kicked the last one through. It goes, and the flags go up to 28 points to 0. And we start to see some wholesale changes from Mark Buttrell as he swaps the props out. Huey Tinkler, Will Wilkinson, what a start to the game they've had. Been very impressed with how they've attacked this one. We'll confirm the other 2 changes as the Broncos kick back again into the south stand side corner, and Fagan brings it away strongly. Some great start to the game. These young Rhinos coming into, there's 10 of them today. They have not let up at all. That's Caleb Rhodes, looks to be one of the players that has come on. And James Rown is the other one, wearing 14. But error from Leeds. And London trying the best to find a attacking option if they can. McLaughlin. Back towards the 20. They've been here before, London, but couldn't come up with the crucial points. Let's see what they can muster up. There's Randall. Finds himself on the 20. Tackles in the bag, though, for the Broncos here. There's Alfred Glanville. Push back, Leeds just swarming the Broncos sub. I'm sure he can't get anywhere. Moving the ball again. It's Ward sending up Bird off into the line. Again, Leeds. Making sure that the Broncos are tackled for loss. Dab kicking behind from Cotter. Well taken by Hutchinson. Bounces around. Proving difficult to get down. Playing fullback in his 2nd year from the Lock Lane club. A couple of the players are in this team. There's Hutchinson, Teal, Alex Cowley, we've seen Lively as well. Jacob Hardy too. Now James Rowney. Fresh off the bench. Gets himself his first carry. Great to see him out there. It's Irving on for Cassell. Tries a little flick over the top. Didn't come off initially for Luke Fagan. As well to collect the bouncing ball. Pass fumbled in the air. Cassell again. Towards the 40 as Leeds on the last. As Cowley for Irving. He's going to look cross field. It's a little deeper. It's going to give him a lot of chance for Lloyd to try at least compete for the ball. Instead, this comes into the arms of Liam Ferrier. And now Newbury Kemp tries to restart the Broncos' attack. Trying to get something. If the kind of penalty would be nice. Get them out of the trap that is this Leeds defence. It's pretty convincing in this first half. There's Randall. Brought down by Rowney. It's the back for Cotter. Takes a deflection off Lloyd, but nevertheless, Will Hunter gets his hands on the ball, puts on a bit of speed and a little bit of footwork. Here goes Will Hunter, inside for Zach Lloyd. Outstrips the fullback, Will Randall. A little celebration at the end too, which was quite nice for his third try of the season. Another that scored 2 last time out against Hull KR. He showed he can do it with the kicking boot. Now he's shown he can do it going over for the try. Set up well by Hunter. The halfbacks look really great for Leeds. Coming forward, speed, agility. Despite the initial deflection, Hunter always knew the opportunity was on to get the try. 36-0 now, with the kick from Lloyd to come. Only missed one. He only missed the opening kick. It's a pretty good percentage to start your first year here at the Rhinos. It's another great kick. There it goes, number 5. It's 38 points to 0. Just like last week against Hull KR. So Rhinos who have run rampant. Someone's say unstoppable at points, but London, for getting those opening stages, there was something on for them. They were looking confident, but Leeds just still, and that might be an error. Oh, James Rowney steps over the dead ball line. Slightly confused with what the plan was there from Hunter to leave it for his prop, who it looked like it was going to the sideline, then it looked like it didn't. Just like that, London, the big opportunity to try and get something, get themselves on the board if they can. Randall just hit hard. Dax Jones Buchanan and Cassell in there on the London substitute. As Woodard arcs his way back in field, but Leeds meet the man again. Get off the line very quickly. The young Rhinos on for Glanville. Can maybe look for an offload. No opportunity when Jacob Hardy's trying to tackle you. Now Cotter, short ball for Newbury Kemp, but I don't think it was really intended for him, was it? Looks as though there might be opportunity to play on, but referee brings it back for the knock on. I don't think that pass was really intended for the centre. There's one looking out of the back. They had players there. Randall and Ferrier were there. In the end, though, it's another play that just comes up short for the visitors with half-time looming. So it'll be Leeds ball, as you can see, just around on the 15-metre mark. It'll be Fagan with the opening carry. Cowley at dummy half. Cassell's been all over the ball and he's almost put Caleb Rhodes through there. If it hadn't been for the leg tackle, I think he might have made his way. Cowley gets a little bit mixed up with his back row who's coming across, and London read it well. Irving for Hunter. Creator of that try manages to fling a pass on for Richardson. This is nice again from Leeds. Luca Teal back inside. The flag goes up from the sideline. Nice idea again from this young Rhinos side. Knew they had the space on the edge. Hunter through the, you'd say, risky pass for Richardson. And the break looked on for Teal, but just ran out of room. As Leeds into another change, it's Hardy who off the field. And in his place comes Kobe Ellis, wearing 17. You see him coming into your picture now, making that tackle, and lost the ball as well from London. Good pressure. Ellis and Cowley combining together, and Leeds ball back in hand. Looking for some more points before that half-time whistle goes. Can't be far off. Needs to hold the ball up in the scrum, trying to get an offside call if they can, but in the end it's another scrum play that opens up the space for Jones Buchanan. Oh, a nice little offload as well. Is that going to be called forward? It is. The Broncos just not looking confident from the scrums at all today. Jones Buchanan threaded through the hole by Irving. I guess with the score as it is, he could look to be a little bit creative, throw the ball around, but what could have come if he'd have kept hold of that one? Or maybe even thrown the offload a little bit earlier. But nevertheless, London back on the ball with George Riley. Quick shot of them we have. It's Eddie Atherton who's come on in the hooking role wearing 14. Trying to inspire this London attack if it can, but it's just not been able to get the room at all as Glanville now runs into a dead end. Very physical as well, Leeds, in defence. Quick and energetic in attack. Muscle up well in defence. As Atherton out of dummy half. Spotted a small gap, but Lloyd shuts that down very quickly with a good legs tackle. Comes back for Ward. Punts it up for Fagan. Takes it nice and easily back into the tackle of Atherton and Sora. So Leeds turning on the attack. They can have a little bit of flair if they can. As Hutchinson spots a gap, offloads away. Misses Jones Buchanan, but caught by Kai Irving. Gets a quick play of the ball. Cowley goes out of dummy half. Offloads it back for Rhodes. Onto the 20. Chance beckoning again for Leeds that can muster something. Hunter on for Lloyd. He's a try score already today. Offload back inside for Hunter. Back outside. Beautiful. Absolutely a thing of beauty from the young Rhinos there. The movement of the ball was superb. Hunter, the architect, from the offload by Lloyd. And Hutchinson over for a second. Gets Leeds up to 40. With one kick to come from Lloyd again. Could make it 44. Currently stands 42-0. So 7-try first half so far from the young Rhinos. I hope it's been as entertaining to watch wherever you are on whatever device you're watching on. We're pleased to have you with us, of course, as Lloyd can't convert. This is only a second of the game. Score remains 42-0. In a week that continues to be full of Rhinos action. You've got the 16s today. And if you fancy to keep up to date with some more Rhinos rugby, the wheelchair kick-off at 3:45 against Wigan. Huge game in the wheelchair Super League. Wigan beating Halifax Panthers in their opening game, while James Simpson's Rhinos were very convincing against Warrington in round one. Keep up to date with the result of that match across the Rhinos socials. Obviously no reserves game today. Should have kicked off around this time too. Would have brought you updates, but a waterlogged pitch means that game has been postponed against Hull KR. And also, if you're fancying a different sport but the same Rhinos brand, Rhinos netball in action on Sunday too. As Leeds with Irving, short pass to his this south stand side. It was Ellis charging onto it. It's a play of the ball for Buchanan. Irving, ball bounces on the ground. Hunter picks it up well. Just manages to get a few metres as well under the three tacklers from London. There's Cowley for Cassell, charging away, offloads two. It's something that comes with his game. The ball's lost though. Hunter leaving it in the backfield. What a half he has had. I know he's putting his arm up to apologise, the Leeds back rower, but he's definitely been an early contender. A player of the match as Presley Cassell. What a first half. Halfbacks both as well. Kai Irving and Will Hunter both look really great. Create some nice opportunities. Dylan Hutchinson. We'll see what you think. Closer to full time. As London. Newbury Kemp. Just shy of his own 30-metre line. It's a long stretch to go when you look at the scoreline. Someone's got to take it as it is, London, and just push on. There's Manuel Sorrow over the 40 on the third tackle. Tackles in the bag for London if they can use them. Ball comes wide to Riley. Fagan and Jones Buchanan do really well to wrap him up. He's a little bit in and away from the touchline. There was the option there, but good, strong tackle needed anyway. It's now Randall on the last. Referee raises his arm, and the Rhinos go to try rush kicker Cotter. who hoists it in the air, and Hutchinson takes it well. And allows Luca Teal to have a bit of a stretch of his legs into the backfield if he can make a break. He can. He's over the halfway, and Leeds, a set that started on their own 10 quickly, have progressed up into London territory. That ball, though, lost by Lloyd. London with the ball back. A round off this first half. A score if they can. Offload available for Glanville. Decided to pouch the ball instead. Didn't go for anything dangerous. They just need to keep hold of the ball here, London. Sorrow. Comfortable carry. Steady to get to his feet. I don't know whether he's a bit of cramp or whether it's something with his foot. The London back row. We'll keep an eye on that one. There's Atherton for Randall. That's Charles Randall. Forced down on the 20. Plenty of tackles, though, available. Oh, that just a little bit of a killer for the London coaching staff. Will Randall, the opportunity was there. Clock stopped again. It's the London man, you could just see it to the left of your screen. It's taking a minute in back play, but the opportunity was there again for London. They've had those. Just not been able to capitalise when you had those chances on the scoreboard. As you can see, it's 42-0. It's a 7-try thriller in this first half from the Rhinos. Big second half coming up too. Do not go anywhere. An exciting competition at halftime too. We'll give you more information on that in just a moment. It's Emmanuel Sorrow now makes his way from the field. Had a really lively game, but something with his foot, I'm not sure. As he makes his way over to the sideline, and London needing another change. It's not ideal. But Leeds with Jones Buchanan. Cassell muscles up and hits that London line well. Cowley at dummy half. Darting around, tries to spot a gap if he can. He's pulled down from behind. It looked initially like Finn Allinson had got a hang of his coattails, but just to make a few metres as well. Irving inside ball, on for Caleb Rhodes. Runs over the top of Dylan Burdoff, who's back out on the field. Good work from the lead sub. Now Cassell again. It's dangerous coming forward. Too much time given to the man wearing 11 for Leeds. Now Lloyd connects up with Hunter. Out wide for Richardson for Luca Teal. He was watching the sideline this time. Try awarded. And the Rhinos closing in on 46. Just giving way too much time. The ball was being watched maybe a bit too much there by London. Not coming across. And Richardson, credit to him, on his first outing in blue and amber, times that pass to perfection to put Luca Teal over. Made a handful of appearances last year, Luca, so great to see him back involved today too. As Lloyd just taking his time. So he goes from that sideline. Has he got it? The sideline, the touch judges were very confident with that one. And it's been a confident performance all round. Young Rhinos, 8 tries in this first half here at Headingley. It's been a thriller. We hope you've enjoyed it so far. The try scorer as well, led by Dylan Hutchinson with his 2 tries. Luca Teal, the most recent try scorer. As well as scores for Luke Fagan, Will Hunter, Kai Irvin, Presley Cassell and Zach Lloyd, who's kicked 6 from 8 to make sure that the Rhinos go into half-time with a 48-0 lead. Now, we talked about a potential competition that you can be part of. And thanks to our corporate partners at Seat Unique, they're running this competition. Here's Commercial Director Rob Oates with more information.
Here at the Rhinos, we've got a hospitality partner, Seat Unique, who have come up with a unique offer. So we have some premium match tickets in the Lewis Jones Suite up there, which is a fabulous facility. Great seats on a balcony just outside the suite. Brilliant place to watch the mighty Rhinos from. So have a look at that. We've put this across our website and our social media channels before, but we've extended it because there's a really special prize. And the prize is come and watch the Rhinos warm up for a big game and see the team run and see these boys how they prepare. Meet Rowan, meet all the boys, meet Cam, even have a coffee with Cam, and then come to a game and be pitch side. See the team come out and have fantastic hospitality at a game of your choice. To enter, all you need to do is buy the premium offer that Seat Unique offer. Have a look on the Seat Unique website and it'd be great to see you there. Cam, Seat Unique, great partners of ours, and like no better way to watch the Rhinos, eh?
No better way. Get your tickets, Seat Unique, it'd be good to see you down here.
Great stuff.
When you book a Best Western hotel, you get all the great stuff you'd expect from a big brand, plus the feel-good glow of knowing every booking supports proudly independent hotels. Like Roger Thorpe Manor in Yorkshire, run by the Metcalfe family. So with 290 unique places to stay, you're not just booking, you're booking good. Best Western. Booking good.
Welcome back to Headingley for our latest episode of Box 2 in partnership with Best Western Hotels GB, supporting local, proudly independent hotels. Welcome back to Box 2 for this, another weekly roundup, and I'm joined this week by the Leeds Rhinos wheelchair rugby league coach now, James Simpson, former player, World Cup winner, jack of all trades, a little bit like myself, mate. How are you? And how much did you enjoy the win against the Catalan Dragons at the weekend?
Yeah, I'm good, mate. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it was pretty special, wasn't it? Yeah. Being here at the weekend watching the game, I'll tell you what, mate, I were up and down, like, do you know, up and down, then banging on seats, and my heart rate were up and down as well. But yeah, it were a brilliant game, and I reckon for a neutral watching that, you'd have probably fallen in love with the game off it, because that was fantastic. Blake Austin seems to be building a season as time goes on. We had him here in Box 2 last week. Unfortunately, we didn't get the win in Nottingham against Northumbria. Had a great season though, and credit to the boys for getting there. But Blake, his game, kicked a couple of 40-20s, come on in the second half, run like a middle, bumping people off, and then put Richie Myler over for first try. What was your impression of Blake this week?
That kick from the corner, when we were pinned in, nowhere to go, and they compressed and he put that crossfield kick in that Reece caught and went for it. You know, that was phenomenal. It just shows that vision and that willingness to try something different, to be like, not that we've always done this, so we'll do this. It's like, why not put a kick in here? Why not try something different? But I remember, I'm a Canberra Raiders fan, and I remember Blake playing over there, and watching him run now, I get like flashbacks to that, of watching him getting the ball in hand, seeing something and going for it and backing himself. And I feel like he's got the freedom to run a lot more now. And it definitely showed at the weekend, you know, when the platform was there for him, or when there was a little half break, he was going for it and he was running. And he might not get all the way through, but he's getting his nose through. And off the back of that, people are getting that momentum, and it's just creating so much more, and it's so much more threatening if he's running. Because they're expecting him to pass, but then he runs and he goes for it, and you can see them doubting themselves a bit, the defenders, having to turn in or maybe step a bit, and it creates things somewhere else.
People talked about it being a game of 2 hours. I don't think the half-time score reflected the actual performance. Got a bit sticky at moments, some things didn't stick, we didn't quite execute and turn field position into points, but it always looked like we were threatening, and that was going to be the story of the second half. Now, a lot of fans were asking, I wonder what Rowan Smith said at half-time, but the pivotal turn into the second half was astounding, and I was just really impressed in the way that the boys powered through the middle with some strong runs as opposed to running first, and Catalan just never recovered, did they?
No, I think moving around quite a bit early on tired them out a bit, and then when you start running at them direct, they just couldn't keep up with it. You could see the momentum we were getting were just flowing really nicely. But I think in the first half, like, I didn't doubt we weren't going to win. Like, in that first half, we had chances where that kick through Caesar and Harry just misses it with his fingertips. That's a try. Sure. Do you know that the pass where Myler put Zane over, like, slightly forward, but that's a try. So you're like, actually, if they'd have worked and they'd have gone through, we're going in at half time like even. Do you know, like, I didn't think we weren't going to bring it back. I had confidence that we were going to build into it, and you could see it in the first half that I just had faith we were going to do it in the end.
Harry Newman getting 2, could have had 3 or 4 to be fair. Had a moment though, ended up in the bin, and then you start thinking, wow, this is going to be a challenge now. But we actually looked better when we was playing for 12 men. He come back on, injected himself in the game, and I thought it was outstanding. Give me your thoughts on Harry Newman's.
Well, he's a phenomenal player, isn't he? Do you know? And if he hadn't been injured last year, he'd have been in that World Cup squad. And I think when you get that good and you have so much passion for it, it can show in different ways. And sometimes maybe something don't quite go the way you thought it were going to go. You can have an outburst for it. But I think with Harry as well, he's had a few stints out injured, so he really wants to prove himself and get out there and show everyone what he can do. And I feel like if you get things that don't start going your way, you might get a bit frustrated that you're like, I can do this and I want to show you how good I am, let me show you how good I am. But you take stints out injured, I think you could put more pressure on yourself when you come back to perform. So I don't know if that's one of the little things there, but he's a phenomenal player, and I think he's one of those players who's going to be around this club for a long time, and I think you're going to hear his name for years to come as well, doing amazing things, like domestically and internationally as well.
Oh mate, he's unbelievable. I seen him as a kid coming through, squatting nearly 250 kilos. He knew he was going to be special, and I don't think he's reached his peak. We're a better side with him in there. He's a world-class strike and threat. On game day, we're in the cafe bar, giving some taster sessions to fans who want to come and get in a wheelchair. How did that go? And give us a little bit of an insight into the science behind the actual chairs themselves.
Yeah, we had the World Cup trophy in the cafe bar, and we had 2 chairs in there for people just to come and try it out, get some pictures with the trophy. And the feedback we had on the day and the event was absolutely fantastic. We had probably over 100 people queuing up at times to get pictures with the trophy and pictures with, like, me, Tom and Nathan, who played in the World Cup final. And we made a point of taking time to talk to everyone, you know, explain the game, encourage them to get in chairs and have a push around. And it was like kids who were 4 and 5 all the way up to like 60-year-old people who were coming to see the trophy and get in chairs and have a go, and it was absolutely fantastic. And it for us as the players as well, it's such a nice, like, feeling to be so integrated into the club as a whole, to be there in the cafe bar, people coming up to us, you know, treating us like the players and the Rhinos players that we are. And it's amazing for me, that journey that we've gone on as the wheelchair players, from just being in the shadows, absolutely in the shadows, nobody knew about the game, to now being on the world stage, being here, you know, with the World Cup trophy, going on the field at half time to get interviewed. And one of the things we were doing was explaining to people how the wheelchairs, how intricate they are, how they're a bit of sporting equipment at the end of the day, and like an F1 car or like a set of skis or a snowboard, you need to get the best you can get. And the top players, the chairs are tailored to each individual player. So the top chairs, they're tailored to your body type, your weight, your centre of gravity, where you kind of push from. Do you know how long your arms are? The wheels will be different heights. So each chair is designed to those players, because you really want to get those little 1% margins out of them. And if you've got a chair that's tailored to you,
it makes such a big difference. And we were explaining that to some of the people who were coming to look at the chairs and the trophy, and they were fascinated by it and interested. And I don't think people thought the game was taken to that minute level, do you know, at the top when it's wheelchair. I think they thought we were all in the same chairs, and you actually know these chairs are, the top chairs, like £5,000-6,000, some of them.
But listening to what you're saying there, people might think, I would assume that it's not that accessible because you've got this really expensive and bespoke piece of equipment as well. But actually, is it easy for people to come and get involved? And how much of an increase in uptake have you seen since winning the trophies and the success of last year?
It's been crazy, mate. Yeah, like, so last year I was player coach and I had 8-9 players, including myself. And now stepping into the full-time coaching role, we've got nearly 30 players. Yeah. Like, enough to have 2 teams now. So now we've got our Super League team and we've got our community team, which they make up the bulk of the squad now, really. And my aim for them is to just come and be part of the team and have activity, get in chairs, push around, have fun, be fit, healthy, and then the competition will come off the back of that. So a lot of the people who come to play in the community element, they're just there for fun. Do you know, they're not going to go on TV and compete for Super League trophies. But it's not about that. I want the players to come to feel part of something bigger and just be fit and active and healthy. And we've got our own chairs, so we've got 8 chairs that we got off the World Cup from the Created By grant that we've used, and they're for anyone to get in to come and play. We've ordered more. We've got another kind of 6 or 8 on the way. So we're building up our own like store of chairs that anyone can get in. So you come along to a training session and we've got the kit there waiting for you. You just got to walk in the door or come in the door and we're like, there's your chair, get in it and let's get going. But it's great because I merged the sessions. So to start off with, we have everyone training together. So you've got someone who's in their 3rd or 4th week playing the game, playing alongside guys who played in the World Cup, lifted a World Cup trophy. And that's what I really want, is the team to be one giant team of people competing. Yes, they might go off and play different teams, but when we all come together with one Rhinos club, one wheelchair club together.
Love it.
So the side's back out at Headingley. Hope you enjoyed the half-time get. Make sure you're into that competition now if you want to win that amazing prize, thanks to the guys at Seat Unique. Also great to, if you want to watch the rest of the Box 2 sit-down interview with James Simpson, his side going up against Wigan in just well over an hour's time in the Wheelchair Super League. Head over to the Rhinos YouTube channel after this. It's all the episodes so far on there. Ones with Blake Austin. Great sit-down chat with him as Leeds back on the attack early on. It's not like there's been a half-time break for the young Rhinos. It's going to be Caleb Rhodes all the way. What a play. And it ends up in touch. Wow. What a start we've had. From the kickoff, the sub just took the ball all the way. He wasn't going to stop for nobody. Arced out towards the corner and just caught in possession. Wow. That is how you kickstart a second half. Maybe London will have the ball back. They're saying, be sure to catch up on Box 2 with James Simpson that's still available. Chats with Blake Austin. Georgia Hale, head of the Women's Super League season, starting next week. We're all excited for that one. A great win for Lois Forsell's side as well in their pre-season friendly against Warrington last time out. Setting up for a big doubleheader clash with York City Knights here next Sunday and Easter Sunday. Make sure you get your tickets now. York City Knights, York City Valkyries, excuse me, and the Leeds Rhinos women before Leeds Rhinos take on Huddersfield Giants. Get your tickets now. Tickets.therhinos.co.uk. It's one not to be missed. And a special DJ set from Charlie Simpson too. Not to be missed. as London end the set. And Leeds will start theirs. 40 out from their own try line. Luca Teal, just a little fumble on that ball. Nevertheless, picks it up and off he goes again. As here comes Richardson trying to find a gap back inside. He's been inspired by what he saw in the first half. Pass is a bit poor for Irving. Still he manages to take it. And off dummy half goes Harvey Butterworth. Fresh on the field wearing number 20. Great to see him get his first involvement in a Rhinos shirt since joining from Stanley. As he goes this time on for Wade White. Another that's moved out. There's a couple of changes in that Leeds side. Fumble though from Irving. Hands the ball over. Logan Stavely-Carr out there too, wearing 19. So, early interchanges allowing Matt Butchell to see the scope of all his players. Oh, there's Mason Peach as well, wearing 15 at fullback, just out of your picture. Giving every player game time. Continue that development that's so crucial. At 14, 15, 16 years old. Some of these guys as young as that. As London coming forward with Harry Woodard. Almost at halfway. There's now Charles Randall. So make many more meters late. Just need something here, London, if they can get it. But on the last, it's a hit and hope as Peach just loses track of that one in the air. Came rushing up onto the kick from Shea Cotter, excuse me. And so London with their first real opportunity of the second half. Had a few good ones in the first half too, but just came up shy. So the score's still 48-0, as you can see at the bottom of your screen, in favour of the home side. As Preston Ward feeds a scrum. Radcliffe connects on with Woodard. Arcs back in field, tries to find some space if he can. That's a nice little dart after we have. This could be the try for London! Isaac Coward looked all set for the try, stretched his arm out, but was pulled around the collar of his shirt by Mason Peach, coming up with the gameplay. What a game changer. And it should have been a try for London. And now Leeds going on the counter with Teal. It's relentless, this game. The speed that the Rhinos are playing out especially. It's really setting the precedent for what can come for the rest of the year. Butterworth, can I get an offload away? Yes, he can for Lloyd. Steps on his left and his right. There's now Wade White. One of a few players from King Cross Park. Among the Rhinos players in the game today. Stanley's Rowney. Just 5 short of the line. He's going through the line himself, Butterworth. And over he goes. Spotted the markers at dummy half. And thought he had the beating of them. Pushed in himself. And there's the first try of this second half. These Rhinos under 16, 52. London Broncos 0. Kick to come. as Lloyd looks for his first conversion of the new half. And absolutely strikes it perfectly. Hits 6 during the first 40 minutes and starts his second half with 1 as well. It's 54-0. I hate to say it, but the game all but I think out of sight here for the Broncos. They've been spirited, don't get me wrong. As they opt for the shorter mid-range. I was going to say short with more mid-range kick-off. Richardson reads it all the way from Ward. Of course, got to get it the 10 metres, otherwise it's a penalty to Leeds, but I wanted that to land a little bit more, say, in range of a possible London player to get a turnover. It'd have been something that would have put them back in contention, but now Leeds open up the middle with Rowney. What a dummy that is from the prop all the way! Try time for Rowney! The cheekiness of the prop. There's a quick pass from Lloyd. Opened up the space for the prop to go through. 1-on-1 with the fullback, or 2-on-1 really. There was a pass on, but Rowney said, no, I'm going all the way myself. What a dummy. That was sublime. Some halfbacks would be happy with that. So Lloyd to make it 60. He can hit it from here. He's done it in the first half and now does again. That's 60 points up for the young Rhinos. 60 points to 0. Plenty of time on the clock. So London goes from mid-range off the chest of Peach. It's an unfortunate one for the fullback who's running onto it with some energy to just catch and take it into the line, but just hit his upper torso. A bit more force than I think he thought. And London end up with the ball again. So we saw this in the first stages of this second half. London couldn't make it count. What can we see these young Broncos do here? Just some points to go out to London with would be nice. There's Coward. Inside ball finds Jasper McLaughlin, but again, the error forced by Butterworth. Possession as quickly as it was with the Broncos, It's turned over again. It's very much the same ilk as the Bradford win here last year. It was convincing that game. The Rhinos had a lot more. Their older players at the time out on the field. This has been a very young side that have been setting the precedent for themselves. They've come in with no expectation and have absolutely blown the doors off Headingley Stadium with a good performance so far. Plenty of time still to go as Jones Buchanan. That's some nice room. And gets himself a good gain as well. Now on the 30, starting the set Leeds. That's Wade White up towards the 20. Leeds rolling really nicely here. Lloyd, good pass that's Caleb Rhodes. Short again, it's Butterworth going on behalf. I think he thought about it on for Stavely Carr. Fresh off the bench and a fresh try scorer. Great try from the Ultra Raiders. Logan Stavely Carr. Although Butterworth looked like he was a dart out of dummy half again. Got himself connected up nicely with Wade White. He ran a nice line, did Logan. Let's get in the corner and get his first try in Rhinos colours. So congratulations to him. So Lloyd, he kicked one from here in the first half. At the end, let's see if he can hit it this time. Oh, yes! Well, you need a little bit of luck sometimes. And nothing better than seeing it come back off the post exactly where you wanted it. Takes the lead score to 66 points to 0, and he gets a well-deserved break to Zach Lloyd. One of the players of the game for me. Been really good, the back rower. So Leeds again. Ball for Peach this time. Well taken by the fullback. Knew the assignment this time. There's Richardson again. Leeds just come forward with ease. It's really impressive from Matt Buttrell's side. It's been a long pre-season. Speaking with the coaching staff and the players. Enjoyed every minute, but just been itching to get out on the field and put what they've learned into practice as Jones Buchanan steps back into the Broncos' defence. There's Irvin. Goes for a spiral kick. It'd be a tough one. It's allowed to bounce. There's a chaser from Leeds. Jacob Hardy was the man. London in the end do well. And don't forget, after the game, you're able to hear from Mark Buttrell, a handful of the players as well, just to get their reaction post-match. This videos will be available on the Rhinos YouTube channel and the website www.therhinos.co.uk. And for all your up-to-date news ahead of a big week coming up. Like I said, that double-header on Easter Sunday. Leeds Rhinos women taking on the York Valkyrie before the Rhinos men take on the Huddersfield Giants in rivals round of the Betfred Super League. Not to be missed. Get your tickets now. As that pass comes short into the hands of Randall, who improvises a kick away. Luke Fagan happily will take it up. Now Teal, off his wing, finds a gap. Off goes Luca Teal. He got a try in the first half. Offloads away for his centre partner, Richardson, who set him up for that try. London get the tackling right though, but they look to be a bit short on numbers as Peach goes through. Mason Peach for the corner. Crowning his Rhinos start with a try. Gets a great reception from the fans to my right. Mason Peach of the Hunslet Community Club is the latest try scorer for the Rhinos. 70 up. Kick to come. So it'll be Jacob Hardy who's taking over the kicking duties. Sights himself up. Just slightly off to that left-hand side of the post. Tries to curl it back across. Flag stay down. So, once again, London finding themselves in a very familiar position. Taking the restart. They go deep downfield. And Leeds, I'm afraid, to come back. The change is coming back as well for Leeds. Huey Tinkler back on the field making that break. And now Butterworth, the try scorer already. Gets his head through a gap. It's a nice half break, but he's got players around his ankles. Wade White out of dummy half. On for Hardy. Nice ball. It's Kobe Ellis. Going to try his best to try and get to the line. Got an offload away too. He's hoping that Dax Jones Buchanan might pick that one up. Instead, falls into the arms of the London Broncos. Another big opportunity bombed by Leeds, but looking at the score as it is, it's been a very convincing display. Let us know which players you've been impressed by today. To the young Rhinos, looking like stars of the future. As London, slow to play the ball. Up a bit of space. This is Newbury Kemp. Goes one-on-one with Peach, who tackles around the waist. Good attempt by the fullback to stop the break in centre. As Cotter tries to hoist one out to the wing. Dax Jones Buchanan's back there. Luke Fagan too. Gets into plenty of space. There was no real danger, no warning signs going. Warning lights going, should I say, for the team in blue and amber. They look very composed. As Teal with a nice offload. Cassell trying to get himself up to pace. Sorry, Huey Tinkler trying to get himself up to pace. Where's this come from? Off the bench. And he goes under the posts. Huey Tinkler saw the space in front of him, said, I'm going all the way. No one is stopping me. Fresh for his second stint of the game. Becomes the latest try scorer. Well, that's the second forward that has had it's had just pace to burn. You saw Rowney did it in the start of the second half, and now Huey Tinkler, clearly inspired, goes all the way and makes it a very straightforward conversion for Hardy. He's meant to score 76 points to nil. So London, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but in that familiar position of kicking off, and they're going to have to muscle up to withstand another Leeds Rhinos hurricane. It's a good break from wherever on the park. Leeds have just shown that they've got players with pace to burn. To find themselves in front of the south stand with White at dummy half. On for Hardy. Just wants to duck out of the way. I think it was Butterworth in there as Hunter takes the ball. Takes it in himself, the halfback. As White shapes inside. Hardy. Just a roll over the top of the Broncos defence if he can, but nevertheless Leeds on their own 40. Hunter for Kobe Ellis. Swimming through tackles like you see usually a NFL defensive tackle trying to do, swim through defenders where he can. As that's a nice kicking behind as Randall tries to take it, manages to keep his feet. No, he doesn't. Let's say keep his feet in the field of play. No, he can't. The linesman's flag goes up. And it's going to be Leeds ball again. I won't be surprised if we see another 4-pointer with the turnover on London's 10-metre line. There's now Tinkler. He's got one try. Goes for another. Second try of the game. Huey Tinkler. Back-to-back scores for the prop. We know the King's Cross Park contingent are here cheering on all their players as well as all the young Rhinos involved. They'll be very happy with that one. Huey going over. I said we could sense an opportunity. I only took them at one play. The prop hit running a great line to bust his way through the London defence. That's Hardy with the conversion. Takes us to 82 points to nil. Obviously, we're not sure how long is left on the clock. London staying behind the posts just for an extra few minutes. Nevertheless, a big performance again by the young Rhinos. Just as the rain looks like it might be about to come down here at Headingley. Black clouds coming over. Peach does well to pouch that ball, but way more confident since taking a grip. The ball and also has his try, which is always nice to see for our young Rhinos. There's a big run forward. So he's back within strike range. It's Hardy that time. Now Hunter for Peach. Dummies. Sends it on for Dax Jones-Buchanan, who tries and then gets a pass off again for Luca Teal. Ball goes to ground. It's going to be a knock-on. There's another player that's been very lively, Dax Jones-Buchanan, in this game. I've never been afraid to throw the ball around, and it's been a strong ball runner as well. So, London trying to make something happen, but it's not going to do it that way from Shea Cotter. Tried to fire a quick pass over the top, tried to hold on to it as long as he could, but they do well to still keep hold of it. It's Ferrier off the edge. Sorrow. It's his front, tries to play quickly, does get it away. On for Isaac Coward. There's now Joshua Smith. Closing in on their own 40-metre line. Newbury Kemp slightly put into traffic by Cotter that time. We're finally on the last. I don't think they've heard the call again. It's good defence from Butterworth to get up in the face of George Riley, when they really should have been looking for a kick. Ended up just letting the winger take the ball in, and they'll start the set. They're on 40 here, Leeds. There's a short stoppage in play. You can see it's just the bottom left of your picture. As I think it's Teal. Just receiving some treatment. Rhinos medical team, good work from the referee spotting that one nice and quickly. They could have let the game play on, but it looks to be a head injury. So the clock has to stop, the play has to stop. So 14 tries overall. I think the Rhinos staff will be pretty happy with how, especially the young guys, have introduced themselves to playing at scholarship level. Obviously, they'll go back and play with their community clubs as well. As Teal does get to his feet, I think they're just going to bring him straight off. And that's a well-deserved round of applause. So back underway with Jones-Buchanan. Over into the opponent's 40. Here come Leeds again. Butterworth out dummy half. An odd offload, but Nevertheless, Will Wilkinson then with the offload back for Butterworth. Now this is nice from Leeds. Butterworth going for a second. Just shy of the 10. Free-flowing attack this from the young Rhinos. Wade White for Hardy. It's an offload back. Takes a touch off the London man. Back into Leeds' hands as Tinkler on a hat-trick. A nice one for the prop to get over as now Will Wilkinson. Burstall Victoria. Trying to get a quick play of the ball too for Butterworth. Gets it for Hardy. Cuts back. Looks to lose the ball. Oh, it's close. And he is judged to have lost the ball by the referee. What would have been a 15th try for the Rhinos, but the score as it is 82-0. I think they can let that one slide. So London with the scrum feed inside their own red zone. It's Newbury Kemp. Battles his way towards the 20. It's going to be feel like a long trudge upfield. If they can try to get some points up for London, it will be all worth it. It's Ferrier for Riley. Work their way back into the centre of the field. As Sorrow tries a strong carry. That's better from London. Towards halfway. Coward waits at dummy half. Tries a quick pass from Burdoff on for Smith, but it was never really on. The prop never looked comfortable trying to take the ball. Leeds back in possession again with White. A bit of space for Hunter to work. Can he go through? Moved into the centres, I think, here, Will Hunter. Jack of all trades. As Butterworth for Hutchinson. Now Hardy. Manages to keep his feet well as Butterworth waits at dummy half. Hutchinson again. They've got him short on numbers as Dax Jones Buchanan now. He came off the bench against Hull KR. Along with his brother-in-law. It's the only Jones Buchanan in the side today and gets his try. It's the 13th different try scorer for this Rhino side. Makes the score 86-0. The kick to come. We're not sure how long is left. We've had a few stoppages. Nevertheless, an all-round positive performance from this young Rhinos side. 10 players making their first appearances for the club. You wouldn't be able to tell it. It's been absolutely relentless from the team in blue and amber this afternoon. We hope you've enjoyed watching it along with us. As Hardy looks at the post, looks back at the ball. Glances up at the post again, but eyes fixated for the ball as it kicks. No, it misses this time. The score remains 86-0. Leeds set back up for the restart. It's Richardson, ball out to bounce in the air, takes a little touch, but never looked uncertain the centre, but almost nearly lost the ball there. Still, Leeds fighting for the quick play of the ball. Cowley back out on the park. Hutchinson on for Huey Tinkler. 2 tries to his name. Really enjoyed watching him out there today. There's now White. Out the back for Hardy. Just allowed to drop for the loose forward. It's gone backwards, says the referee. There's a touch there from London. It's just still gone backwards, says the referee. Picked up by the Broncos. Just need something to go back to the capital with. But the Met again leads, just like in the first half, the defence not just meeting the London line, but pushing them back as well and making sure the tackle for loss. As that pass allowed to bounce off the shoulder of George Riley, picked up in the end by Leeds. And it's straight into attack mode. Tinkler again. Can he get a hat-trick? Who knows? Now it's Logan Staveley-Carr. Another way they tried today. Offload for Hardy. Hardy for the post to round it off. As that's now 90 points. And another different try scorer. Jacob Hardy. Leeds just coming forward relentlessly again. Tinkler setting up the foundations. And Hardy taking the ball straight through the heart of the Broncos line, under the posts. Don't forget as well, if you've missed any tries, there's been a lot of them, so you can be forgiven for missing maybe 1 or 2. If you are wanting to watch the tries back, the full live stream you'll be able to watch. There'll be highlights too, live on the club's YouTube channel. It's Hardy to convert his own try. He's hit 2 today. Should be number 3. It is. 92 points to 0. And time still remaining. The referee having a conversation with a few of the London players. So there must still be time on the clock here. As Randall gets us back underway. Hard to bounce this time by Peach. Now the move laterally. Tinkler. It looks like a good break at any point. The forward, he's still got the energy. Leeds with a nice bit of shape. Ball wide from White. Goes over the sideline. And that will do us here at Headingley Stadium. A resounding 92 points to 0 win for the Rhinos. They've outshone the Broncos. This young Rhinos side, full of so many players making their first starts for Mark Buttrell's side. Not looked out of shape at all. I really hope you enjoyed watching live stream. It's been a pleasure to have your company. I've been Dan Hawkhead. Don't forget, if you want more Rhinos action, there's plenty more coming up next week. The under-18s in action on Good Friday down at Stanley. So get yourself down there if you want some more youth action. But the big one, the double-header on Easter Sunday. It's York Valkyrie versus Leeds Rhinos women in the season opener. What a game. That's going to be a rematch of the grand final. And Leeds Rhinos men playing Huddersfield Giants in the Betfred Super League. So with that, Thank you very much for watching and stay safe.